Good evening, Britannia, and hello to the rest of the world. Welcome to Tousi TV, the home of geopolitical news from around the world, the channel that challenges the mainstream media and the political establishment, from the left-wing nutters to the globalist elite, and the channel that triggers the corporate media. Ladies and gentlemen, and on tonight's live stream, we are talking about the lamestream media. We are talking about Sky News in the UK. And their obsession with ensuring that they hold and shift the narrative. It's interesting because I speak to some people I know, friends, who have worked or currently work at some of these channels. And they have done this for such a long time that the regular employees of these channels, they don't even know. It's hardwired. It's automatic. They are on autopilot. They are self-righteous. They believe they are in the right. You have a drink with them, they'll have conversations, and they will show how right they are, and how normal they are, and how it's them who are speaking on behalf of everybody else, ordinary people up and down the country, yet they continue to blame the problems of the world on ordinary people, the voters, and the taxpayers. Ladies and gentlemen, Sky News seem to be a little bit obsessed with what happened a few weeks ago, a month ago, with the protests and the riots. Everything's already been covered. In fact, what we need to focus on and what they need to focus on is what's happened to all those people who unfairly got arrested and got sentenced. Those who simply shared a video or a meme, or those who, for example, like Bernie, earlier today we talked about Bernadette, shared a source that happened to be incorrect. She deleted the post, yet she still got into trouble. Sky News have done a segment, and they do it in a very clever way. They think they're clever, but obviously Tousi TV is here to translate what Sky News actually means. They do it in a clever way to ensure that they seem impartial or they seem objective. I'm going to show you a video from what this segment is about. Unfortunately, I can't show you the full segment because of copyright issues, but I've got the montage of the couple of bits, but then especially the section where they show Tousi TV on Sky News. Essentially what they do is they start the segment by indicating everybody's racist, right? Everybody who went to these protests as well, they're racist. And then they say, in order to be seen impartial, oh, well, there are some people who also live in this same area, like Hull, who might not be racist, but they just have a problem with the establishment. And then they go and contact a couple of them. So these two guys who are viewers of Tousi TV, hello guys. And what they do is they combine all those conversations together. So when they edit the segment, they're all linked. So when they talk to them, they say, oh, speak out. Yeah, so what is your problem, for example, with the government, with the system? They talk about it. They're like, oh, they're nice people, right? And then they combine it. The segment is edited. And what the viewers would see at the end, what it makes them feel is that, yeah, everybody's racist. So, for example, I know how these guys work. They talk to these two guys and they say, so what are your views? What do you do? And they happen to, for example, mention Tousi TV, or maybe Sky News said, do you watch Tousi TV? I don't know. Maybe they themselves said. And they said, okay, can you, because they're obviously editing it, can you put it on TV? And then we're going to film from behind, but just sit behind you. And we'll make it look, it's just organic. We just walked in and you're just watching Tousi TV, just randomly. It's so natural. They planned this. And they only subtly show it, saying, far right, far right, far right. Oh yeah, these two guys. And they get their news from Tousi TV, from YouTube channels. They don't even watch mainstream media, right? So if you just watch one part of the segment, and I'm going to show you now, but when you put it together, this is what you see.
There was anger, racism and chaos. What happened on the 3rd of August in Hull horrified people in this city as much as anywhere else. Rioters hunting down people who didn't look like them.
The Prime Minister described it as far-right thuggery, but we've spoken to many people here who say there was far more at play. You two watch this a lot.
Yeah, constantly. I mean, he's got like 650,000 followers. I wake up to it because of the rap problem. Like I said, we don't sleep.
They watch YouTube channels that are built around the immigration debate.
Here we go. Churches burned down across Europe.
To them, Mainstream news has become irrelevant.
Well, that is true. That I agree with. The mainstream news is irrelevant. Problem here, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear the first part of the segment? Hunting down those who don't look like them. I mean, who was hunting around people who didn't look like... Of course, there were like a minority of people who were committing crime and attacking police officers, looting shops. Chaos happened, we know that. But we are talking about the masses, all those who just simply protested, right? And some people were angry, shouting things, shouting at police dogs, for example, swearing, bad language. Ooh, so controversial. Hunting down. Ooh, they found like 2 people hunting down, running around. That's one. Secondly, you know what they do? They go around. Firstly, they said they don't personally target to go through, like, if they do a proper analysis of the channel, if they assess it, they can't find anything, right? So what they do, instead of directly saying Tousi TV is responsible for this or that or this, they just subtly bring it up, right? Just throw it in there. Because if they actually go into the details, they can't blame anything on me for anything, really. But what they do is just, they talk about far right and people hunting down other people, and they just like put my face on the screen, right? So subconsciously you're like, oh, you associate Tousi TV with riots and YouTube channels. Third problem, ladies and gentlemen, they said YouTube channels like Tousi TV that are built around the immigration debate. Now, for those who are familiar with this channel, you guys know that actually for the first probably few months of the channel, first year, I hardly talked about immigration because back then we had other problems. I mean, we still had this problem, but there were some imminent issues, including the European Union being childish during the Brexit negotiations and many other issues, especially when it comes to net zero, especially when it came to lockdown. This channel was overall about geopolitical issues, cultural, societal issues, and just British politics and British governance. And of course, now it's become more global and everything else. We cover everything. But they wanted to think, for example, this channel is just about immigration, just about making people angry and all. In fact, if they speak to the subscribers of this channel, you guys, they will know that the biggest feedback that we get on a regular basis is that we watch you, Maya, because you calm us down. You know, apparently I bring humor. I don't know how, but apparently I'm funny sometimes. It helps because people watch this, or rather, if people who are angry at the system and are frustrated and have problems throughout their day, everything is doom and gloomy, they could watch a channel that could make them even angrier, right? And they will leave and switch it off and be like, oh, I just want to punch a wall. Or rather, if they watch me, some silly dad jokes before I'm even a dad, and obviously bring some sort of humor into some disgusting stuff that's going on around the world, especially with what happened yesterday and today with boom boom incidents in Lebanon. The boom boom incidents are very serious, ladies and gentlemen. Feel sorry for the Islamists. Have sympathy. So that's what we are. We are the villains, ladies and gentlemen. We are living in their heads rent-free. And of course, it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this channel such a long time, showing support, growing the channel. And it's because of you that I'm a target. It's your fault. Look what you've done to my life. Now they're coming for me because you support the channel. Anyway, I'm joking. Let's have a look. Just Living Live say, I love Tousi TV. Thank you. Oh, I just lost my whole screen. I've been hacked by Israel. Gavin says, because Sky News and BBC never fail to serve us the truth, like trusting a fox to guard the hen house. I can't argue with that. What's going on with this? I believe I accidentally saw some mainstream media last Christmas. Did you see a doctor afterwards? You make sure you talk to your doctor. Make sure you actually get the right treatment, because it's a big infection that goes around sometimes, especially during Christmas. It's important to check yourself out. Let's get some super chat. All the super chat people. There we go. BG says there was anger, racism, and bunnies. Bunnies are everywhere. I don't know where this one is. Bun. Oh, he's gone away again. He knows. Brent says he knows. When I do a live stream, he knows I'm going to pick him up if he's near here, so he runs away. Thank you for all you do. Anyone that noticed in the market video when the pager has a warranty issue, the men run away, leaving the women with her children. Yeah, they always do that, by the way. So this is actually about this off topic, about last night, yesterday in Lebanon, in Beirut. all the pages going off, right? There were a couple of clips. One of them was in a supermarket, and there was another one there somewhere else. All the actual terrorists and men just ran away, and the other men in the area also ran away. They just left the kids and their own wives and mothers, and I was like, really? When the mainstream media do hit pieces on certain people with no facts, it makes them bigger. That's what she said. Yes, I mean, that's what they do. But what I said earlier is important, because if they are going around, and if they, for example, do a dedicated piece on TCTV and do some sort of fact-checking analysis, it depends what they want to do. If they want to do fact-checking on, for example, the mistakes we make, and we do make mistakes, just like any other normal human, but it's important to come and correct it, and we always do. But if they do a hit piece with an agenda saying, for example, Tousi TV or my Tousi is responsible for, I don't know, hatred being increased or whatever. What I'm responsible for is for memes that are increasing on social media because of this channel, but not hate. They can't find any evidence. So what they do is what they've done here. This is what they do. It's just a gimmick, but it helps because their viewers who've already made up their mind about Nigel Farage, about Tommy Robinson, about anyone else really, it simply confirms what they already believe in, but they can also then be self-righteous and tell their other friends and all these liberal, vegan-y, avocado coffee drinkers to go around and say, yeah, I didn't know about that one. That's also the new villain, the new Adolf, right? All that. It's for them. They're not making this segment for you guys to change your mind. They're simply doing it for the other liberal leftists who, in case they don't know about me, they're like, who's that face? Let me Google that one. And they find out. They're like, there we go. It's simply to rally the troops for themselves. But they never say it publicly. They publicly say, we are impartial. We are professional. Now, trying to not be biased or being impartial is almost impossible for any human. What you need to strive for is objectivity. Now, this channel never claims to be impartial. That would be stupid. Everybody knows my leanings. But when you're objective, that means I start every news report. I give you the facts first, so that's done. Then I start giving you my own opinion, my own biased opinion. I've got my own, obviously, leanings. But I won't even tell you to think the way I think. But I also call out my own side. Up to a point where a lot of people get offended. On the more conservative leaning side, you know, we obviously, a lot of people backed Boris back in 2019, but when he started going wrong, we call him out. You know, if Reform UK do something right, I praise them. If Reform UK do something bad, I call them out. Some of their supporters will get angry and cry, saying, Maya, stop being mean. I'm like, okay, grow up. But claiming to be impartial, not only when you have your own secret agenda, even if they didn't have a secret agenda, even if some of the presenters and the journalists who are just by default, I think they will call themselves centrists, but they're basically liberal, cosmopolitan, middle-class idiots. They would still, you cannot, by force, be impartial 24/7, pretending that you don't actually have a side. It's best to be objective. It's best to be honest. I don't think people have a problem with Sky News, for example, or Channel 4 News, that they're biased. I think people are insulted that these channels are not transparent. At least you know where you stand with channels or newspapers that would tell you, oh yeah, we're left-leaning, we're right-leaning. Like, okay, I'm going to watch or listen to you or read you, or I'm going to ignore you. People can make up their mind. Just be honest. Next, super chat. Shalini says, never mind, matey. Sly News has given you free ad. Exactly. Thank you, Sky. Mad Max says, never stop telling the truth and hurting these media channels. I hope you make them all fall, you and all the truth seekers. We support you always. Thank you very much for that. 1 second. There we go. Let's have a look at the next one. Ain't this slander? Maybe you can file for defamation. Not really. P.S. Me and the family love this channel. Best news ever. No, because as I said, they avoided getting into too much details. They avoid going through like some sort of assessment of the channel. So If they do that, obviously it will be defamation. So they're smart enough not to do that. Let's have a look. Let's go back to the super chat. Myself says, probably running out of halal sponsors. I don't think the halal sponsors would actually sponsor the mainstream media because they don't have the money. AFC Manicure says, when is Maya Tousi's Boom Boom Comedy Club going to open? I could say so much, but I will get cancelled for this joke. But there's always a line. There's a thin line. Hindustan, this what? Oh, Time channel stating. Oh, completely read it wrong. Hindustan Time is a channel stating Lebanon's official news agency reports that home solar energy systems exploded in several areas of Beirut. Well, thank God that they are following Tousi TV, because Tousi TV already reported that earlier today about the solar systems in Lebanon. Everything's been completely messed up. And we should probably expect more devices and more infrastructure to go boom boom tomorrow. It's still interesting because there's still nothing coming from Tehran. The Islamic Republic of Iran are still washing their hair. I'm not really sure what they're up to. I just want them to come out and say 48 hours to go to attack Israel. We're still waiting for the first one. Come on, guys. To see FU Sky News. Hashtag far right thug. Brilliant. See, they're going to take that seriously. They will now think you are a far right thug and I'm the king of thugs. Oh, that's a good title. King of thugs. Make it a thing. Vinny says, signed up to 2C TV Plus. I should have done the name like that. 2C TV. 2C TV Plus. It's too complicated for a boomer. It's one page. I don't get joining the forum process. Send me an email, I'll sort you out. You're an awesome presenter, by the way. Truth teller. Vinny, just send me an email, I'll give you a basic instruction. This, in case you don't know what Vinny's talking about, he's doing free advertising for my channel. We have our independent platform, 2C TV Plus. Go on 2ctvplus.tv, get access to our premium shows, documentaries, and the chat forum if you want to talk to me directly. In fact, straight after this, whenever I stop ranting, we will be on the chat forum on Discord doing another episode of 2C Talks. If you want to come and talk to me, voice channel, you don't have to show your face. I will show my face because why not? But you can get involved and talk to me. So sign up to 2C TV Plus and join us after this. Well, super sticker from Patty Nilsson. Thank you, Patty. And Shira from Israel. There we go. The Jews are here. They target the lazy people who still watch those channels. B, they should at least do the same with far left YouTube channels. To be further, the actual far left are not really clever enough to have channels in the UK. We have a lot of normal socialisty and liberal lefty channels. We got like Novara Media. Actually, Novara Media is technically communist. So technically, well, they claim to be communist. So luxury communism, as they promote it, whatever that means. So yes, there is at least one far left channel. John Webb says, you are my only media now. Stop it. Stop flirting. HS says, will we see any Hezbollahs in EVs? See, that's what Israel should have done. They should have started propaganda, this operation years ago. They should have promoted net zero in Beirut and in Gaza to get all these Islamists to get electric cars and then go boom boom. That would have been easier. Paddy says, humans are curious creatures, and Sky News just piqued their curiosity. Well, they like to watch the channel. Hello to Sky News. I hope you subscribe and share. Spaceman says, why is Poppy back? Is she back? I don't know. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know. People do things. Free promo from Sly News. Yes. Linus says, hello, Akbar, kaboom. Guys, gonna get me cancelled again. Some people won't be pointing fingers at Israel due to connection issues. It's not too soon. You know they are scared when they start attacking you. Well, you know when they're scared when they start attacking you without any substance. That's the problem. As I said, they can't do it properly because, as we always say, Maya Tousi did nothing wrong. Like Enoch Powell. Derek says, have you checked your pager? No, he's ran out of battery, so I'll have to double check with my walkie-talkie. What's going on with there? That the people talking about this whole operation again. You know, they did the pages and walkie-talkies not to harm too many women and children. That was the whole point of it. And I said this in a previous video anyway, but the media criticize Israel when they do normal conflict, normal self-defense operation, airstrikes and whatever, because there's collateral damage, unfortunately. But when they do targeted attacks, then they still criticize them. Like, so what do you want them to do? Surrender? You got two options. Either go full-on conflict, like any other war, defend yourself, or you could do a targeted attack, which you've been asking for. The UN, the media, the Americans, all of them been asking for a targeted attack. This is a targeted attack. This is extremely targeted. It's literally based on individuals. Someone's having a bit of a meltdown. Laughing and joking at murder. Most foul. Get a grip, man. Aw. You need to go upstairs from the basement. Your mother's waiting for your dinner's ready, Wesley. So, what? Do not have any sympathy for terrorists. Do not humanize the enemy. Do you think they will feel sorry for you? What's going on? Maya, you're Persian, not Indian. Well, that's true. So anything that's right from thug is called cultural appropriation. Oh yeah, I can't be the... Well, the Indians are not thugs. If that's what the comment implies. Poor Indians. It's not like Pakistan. Not every single person, obviously, but you get the joke. Electric Toyota Prius. Alright, Maxine says, hi, love your channel. No, your channel is brilliant, informative and truthful. Thank you, Tousi. Half of that is true. We try, thank you. David says, who are Sky News? A fake news broadcaster, that's who. It's a shame though, because when they were new, and actually for the first 10 years, until probably the mid-2000s, Sky was pretty good. Genuinely good when it came to reporting and breaking news. That was the early days when they were having their helicopters. They were always there. Whatever happened around the world, they were there within 10 minutes. And they were very good. So we always used to have like Sky News in the background, because why would you have BBC? BBC went down decades ago. But Sky News was good as a background sort of, at least you know what's going on. You don't have to watch all the programs. But then about, 15, 20 years ago, slowly it just went oof. And then that was exactly at the same time when they started to lose their advertising money and any other potential profits. Indians are the richest ethnicity in the UK. Yes, isn't it the same thing? I mean, it is in most countries actually right now. And there's fewer Indians on benefits, let's just say, compared to certain other. Well, apart from the Far East Asians, obviously, they're also not on benefit. Any Chinese or Koreans who are in the UK, they are mostly working hard as well. Okay. There's a huge contrast between Sky News UK and Sky News Australia. Yeah, there are two different companies at this point. Same name, obviously, but very, very different management, of course. We've got another super chat saying, do you believe Black Pete should be banned? Who's Black Pete? Am I out of touch again? Is there a white Pete and a ginger Pete? Who's Black Pete? Or is that Brad Pete? Brad Pitt. Can someone let me know who this person is? And why are they black? Oh, reminds me of that interview. What was that? What was the presenter, the interviewer? Was it from Uganda? Why are you gay? That's it. We're cancelled. See what you've done? Marcella says, keep up with the truth 100. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Beth says, leave us boomers alone. For the record, it wasn't me making fun of the boomers. It was someone else making fun of the boomers. I like the boomers. Apart from the lefties. What's going on? Big Andy says, chill, buddy. Stop stressing. Great. Is that me stressing? Oh, you should see me when I'm actually stressing. Simon, thank you for your super chat, Simon, saying, hi, Maya. Sorry I've been missing. been really busy. Oh, I thought you were missing. I found yourself. Really busy with my political studies and looking to become Prime Minister. Well, that's concerning. In the future, everyone's Sky News is telling the truth. Maya is a naughty boy. Get him, bun. Love you, Maya. Thank you, Simon. But probably it's best not to aim to be Prime Minister. It's not really it will destroy your life. If somebody pushes you to become Prime Minister, that's good. If it's public duty, but it's not worth it. Don't get involved. Just aim, like me, have big ambitions. Dictator. Obviously. Dictator. When I'm dictator, I'll privatize Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to go on Tousi TV Plus. Join us. Go on TousiTVPlus.tv and join Tousi Talks. Yes, we're going to chat forum on Discord and we'll get involved and drink and talk at the same time. Why not? And thank you so much for all the love and support. And thank you to mainstream media for giving us free advertising. I'm Maya Tousi, and we are the media.